My fiancée is covering up her sister's affair, so I exposed the whole thing. Part 3. To start with, I woke up at 11 a.m. Sarah was still home. She had cleaned the house from top to bottom. I mean, the floor sparkled. The toilet shined. I could lick the linoleum in the bathroom and it'd probably be minty fresh. She had obviously been busy, but when she saw me she sort of hovered out of immediate range, not quite engaging, but looking like she wanted to say something. I get it. Last night was traumatic for everyone and she was probably uncertain, like, did I just cancel the wedding in the heat of the moment? Was I serious about this? Was I really angry? I took a deep breath and told her we needed to finish talking. She tried to sit next to me on the couch and I thought about rebuffing her, but I didn't. We were not getting married, but I didn't need to act like I hated her, because truthfully, I didn't. I was disappointed in her, decently disgusted by some of the things I had read in her text exchanges with her sister, but we were both hurting here and I didn't want to make it any worse or escalate things to a point where life could get any more complicated than it already was. It took some more convincing on my part for Sarah to truly and fully believe the wedding was off. She was not taking it well. Hell, that's an understatement. She was a wreck. I think she was hyperventilating a few times. I was holding it together better, but obviously not only was this my idea, but I also had longer to come to terms with it. Finally, she asked the serious question, what about us? I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from people for this, especially the kind of Redditors that think every infraction in a relationship is grounds for nuking it from orbit, and indeed one could even say that my calling off the wedding was like dropping a Moab on our 6-year partnership. But truthfully I didn't have an answer for Sarah at that moment. I just didn't know and I told her so. I said, I read all those text messages and it showed me a side of her that I didn't know existed and that I wasn't certain about her, or our relationship anymore. I said I couldn't understand why she would go along with Evelyn putting down Marty and joining in, and even egging her on and cheating on not only him but their daughter too. She just kept saying, I know, it was wrong, I know. I asked her for an explanation, but she couldn't provide one. She just said that she got carried away and that she had to choose her sister. I told her that I thought a good sister was someone who kept you on the straight and narrow and didn't give you a free pass to be a douchebag. She agreed with me and said that she would do better, but that Evelyn had always been the boss when they were kids and she was always the follower. I get this. I have an older sibling too, and while I'm a bit more independent, I also spent the last 18 years of my life with him, living on the other side of the planet except for the odd, occasional visit around Thanksgiving or Christmas. But still, maybe I had a leg up on Sarah because my older sibling was a decent guy while Evelyn was a piece of trash. Now here is where I get the second major shock of my life in like 48 hours. Sarah says to me, it's not fair. It's not fair. What's not fair? I ask her. You were spicy texting that bimbo wife Amy girl on Instagram last year and I got over it. I was so hurt, but I got over it. Why can't you get over this? Why? Huh? What? What the hell is she talking about? Who is this bimbo wife Amy? I have no clue. I ask her if she was high or having a psychotic break. That was mean of me, but I have absolutely not been doing cyber lovemaking or spicy texting or whatever with anyone, especially not some Instagram girl. I'm protesting pretty loudly at this point and Sarah is yelling at me through her tears, telling me that she saw the messages last year and that she decided to not confront me because I had stopped it. Evidently, she had been checking my socials from my home computer when I am at work, which should have been really boring because I have only family and a couple of work friends on there. I try to make this case to her, offering to let her log into all my accounts and check for herself, but she's just calling me a liar and all sorts of crap. She starts throwing stuff at me and so things are getting out of hand and I tell her that if she throws one more thing I'll have her taken out of this house just like her sister. She swears at me and stomps off to the master bedroom and slams the door. Now, at this point, I am so damn confused I barely know what to think. I head into my office, fire up my desktop, and type bimbo wife Amy into Google. Sure enough, there is an Instagram, a Twitter, a Reddit even, and of course, an OnlyFans. I click on one of the Instagram links and up comes a post of an extremely busty woman, clearly pushing the limits of science and technology, and oh, guess where she's from? Australia. Well everyone, remember all the nice stuff I was saying about my brother? Guess who was staying with us last Christmas all the way from Australia? Guess who I told, sure, go ahead and use my office computer to play games if you have jet lag? As far as I can tell, my brother, after his wife and kids went to sleep, logged into either Insta or of or something and was probably paying money to spicy text with this girl. What a great guy. Now, I would love to call my brother and not only confirm my suspicions, but also give him a goddamn earful, but it's like 2 or 3 in the morning there so it's going to have to wait, but I am crawling the walls here trying to sort out how I feel about everything. I feel totally let down by everyone. I think to myself, damn, what is this world coming to? For a brief moment, I try to connect the dots between whatever the hell Sarah saw my brother do and what she did with Evelyn, but try as I might it doesn't really come together. Maybe she's a more tolerant or forgiving person than I am, which is why she didn't confront me when she saw this, but I wish she had. It would have given me an opportunity to directly tell her my whole personal stance on these things and to even show her how I would act. It might have influenced her in a good way later on, or maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. All I know is that this post is becoming a novel and I have blown off most of the morning when I should be working to get this out of my head and onto this page. I feel better for doing it, but there are still probably another 2 to 3 posts left to tell.